So here's part of the reason why, because I was told to go to the police and make reports. It was after the fact. It was last August. And I was like, I don't want to get into all this right now. I didn't even realize. So I have to go feed my dogs. But I was reading a little bit. Like, I don't even want to make a fucking report or like go after him or any of that shit. I want him to come home and make me better. And then I also just want everything to be done so that I can move on. But I'm like, you know, would anybody believe me? Because when he said I manipulated him, and I said I did not fucking manipulate him. Here's 1,400 pages of text messages that show everything under the fucking sun, including him saying to do this. We will find the strength and the nerve it takes to repaint and repaint and repaint. I'm sorry. Let the years will heal, be kind. Fuck me, what am I talking about? Let our hearts like doors open wide, settle our bones like wood. What I need to do is stop focusing just solely on the manipulation part, but this is the part that hurt me hard. This is the part that fucked me up about the divorce being set aside, is that A, he was able to say that in the first place. And then, why is this so goddamn hard? I just turned the paper. And then, they shouldn't have let him do it because he did not have good cause. His good cause was fake. Everything in his motion was a lie. And then they changed the motion afterwards to say he was fucking insane. And so that's what he should have done the first time, is say that he was insane. That's believable. But so am I. Okay. Stay to the point. I don't know what the point was. I'm so funny that I distract myself. Oh my god, what the fuck was I talking about? What I do know is that, I went back to look at some of, well, I'm looking through a lot of it. It's very painful, and it's very fucked up. And to me, hopefully still to Doug, and anyone else that reads, my counselor has read some of it, and she's like, cool. Hopefully it's not just me and Doug and my counselor, and then some friends and family and stuff that all say that he is insane. Because I keep worrying that it's me. Well, and most people are saying it's not you at all. It's only the fuck him. And then I'm making these videos and I'm like, no, you're fucking nuts. So, anyway, you can see, like for instance, on 7/15, when he's talking about how he just wants to be dead and he's a bad person and he wants to commit suicide. And I'm like, you're not a bad person. You don't want to be dead. You don't want to throw away our entire relationship in life, do you? And then, whatever the fuck, you know, like everything you and so there's also periods in here where that kind of shit is not prompted. For instance, well, I haven't, because we have both texts and messenger going, so it's hard to go back and forth to just mass chaos. Like when I bring up Chris Hemsworth, we had set fucking boundaries a couple months before this, and the boundaries, we keep talking about stuff, and then he keeps saying, yes, I agree that nothing is going to happen. I'm going to throw up. He says nothing is going to happen, and I say I don't want anything to happen. And then we start joking about celebrities, and I'm like, okay, celebrities are on the table. If it's Chris Hemsworth, yes. And then, and this is in text, you can. And then I'm like, I just saw a thing about manifesting, like Chris Hemsworth. I'm gonna manifest him. It's amazing how when I calm down and then I start to talk about this shit, my eyes go bonkers and my fucking chest goes bonkers and my stomach goes bonkers. Most people would probably stop. But I need to get done some stuff and I need to point out some shit before I don't have the opportunity to do so anymore in case that happens. And so like I see how I played there, and now that I've learned in court that it doesn't matter if it's suicidal. It doesn't matter if someone has a gun, a fucking forefront. Which he didn't during our conversation submitted to the court, but he did during some of this shit. And so yeah, like me saying yes to Chris Hemsworth now, I'm like, fuck, then I guess I did manipulate him. Can you see it happening? Or do you need to just and then after the first night, I'm just gonna fucking write it and get this over with so I don't get to talk for him. And then he did block me on Facebook. I'll read this later. This is fun. He says how he's not drinking, how he's not smoking, how he's not hiring hookers. So he's drinking, smoking, and hiring hookers. I am gonna just have to come in and read this shit because this needs its own section here. I tell him to call Larry, he tells me to fuck myself. There's so many unsent messages in here, so I can't tell you the fuck what was said. Then he says that I had a breach of trust because I screenshotted and told me to fuck myself so I could send it back 1.5 minutes later after he had deleted it. That entire thing actually took place exactly how I knew that it would. I tell him some shit and he says, your wish is my command, blocking you now, talk to you next week. So he blocked me on Facebook on 7/17. He unblocked me long enough on whenever the fuck to send this whole barrage of shit that doesn't make sense because he was drinking and driving and trying to kill himself. And then he disappears until he reappears 5 days later after they let him out of the fucking loony bin too early. Okay, so that sidetracks the shit out of me. So on the 15th. He's telling me, this is the best trip I've ever taken. This is on the 14th. He says he's a beta. Yada, yada, yada. He asks if I liked the naked part. I said that I very much liked the naked part, and I really did. It was pretty freeing. I had never, done that until I was with him. And then we became frequent flyers at this fucking swingers parties. See, the reason that we go to swingers parties was only at them so that we could see tits. Ever one time. Is that all that happened? No. But every time, he's very sorry about it. And then the next time we would only go to see tits. And then if I said that I didn't want to go, hell broke fucking loose. There's no fucking reason that my body should want to see him. Because he's awful. And I still want him to fucking fall. This is the middle of the night when I That host said she thought I was 35. I almost fucked her. Do you remember me saying no? I said, yes, thank you. He said, can I be honest? And I said, okay. He said, I would love to be in a I would love to be in a big orgy one time. I want to be Mr. Lucky one time. And I said, yes, I know. He said, for 3 minutes. And he says, last night you got eaten and had me and the nicer looking one playing with you. That's my favorite time of any time we have ever played. For sure. I just said good. So I can see from the outside. And he said, you even said yes to me fucking her, but I am a goddamn rock, in all caps. For the record, thank gosh I didn't drink or I would have. And I said, definitely. And he said, now today be prepared for 3 dicks. Some nonsense. Shannon Daughtry died. CVS and bullshit. So this is from the day after the first night. And then he said, what time do you want to leave? And what are you most and least excited about? And I said, whatever. Sooner than later, probably. He said, I'm excited to lay by the pool doing nothing. He said, do you like that naked part or wish it was clothed? I said, I'm least excited to feel pressure by you or myself to be repeat. So I meant to repeat or go further today. I'm really quite pleased with yesterday, so I don't want to have any regrets from today to overshadow. I see how I'm the problem. What nobody understands is that what's about to happen in 24 hours when he loses because this is fucking mine. I was trying to prevent this point. God damn it. Does anybody see that? Like, does anybody see that? You can look through years of conversations and you can see how I'm pacifying him and doing all this shit, and you can also see when I don't and he goes nuts. Why do I care? What does it matter? I'm already gotten in court. Should he get some of the house? Yeah, well, not the house, but money. He should get some money out of the house. He was always going to. If we didn't get back together. Always. Except on days when I was pissed and I was like, I'll never give him a fucking penny. Well, I am allowed to be pissed. And, he was always gonna get money. And he's entitled to some money. A, because, he conned me. And then B, because we do have money in this house. And he has some money that, whatever. So yeah, he's entitled to some money out of this house. That's not my fucking problem with court. My problem with court is that he got away with this again. And he got away with changing everything against me again. And I'm just tired. I'm tired of him getting me. And he just got me this week. And let's not even count this weekend, because it doesn't fucking matter. Am I going nuts? Yeah, I am. I'm going nuts. That was my own fucking fault. But all of these stories that he's telling, all of these different money stories, all of these different settlements. He's not all of, he's only said there were 2 settlement options. But one of them, he said both, no. He proposed them both and then said that I was supposed to submit the one, and that by me not submitting it, it was me rejecting it. And I'm like, you know what, that's just you making up more bullshit logic. And then I just, maybe we'll settle this whole entire fucking thing next week out of court, and all of my anxiety can be done, and I can be done. I just don't want him to be able to continue to do this to me. It's very obvious. Nobody should have fucking touched me. Nobody should have fucking touched me. And I didn't even finish reading. Oh, well, see, here you go. I sound like a complete fucking nutcase. He says pressure. No. I said I like the naked part. He says pressured by me. I don't feel like that's me. I said it wasn't you yesterday, and he said that's great. So there's me pacifying him again. Did you put pressure on yourself? I said I did not. So which one of us did? He said, honestly, I think today is going to be no people. I don't need to do more. I don't love how one-sided it is, and probably look like a pussy to the other people. Hold on, I gotta restart this, then I have to eat.